dead of night, two voices awaken from the crypt. One coffin.
Two opinions.
Endless screams.
All right, welcome to Two Souls, One Crypt. I'm Jeff Darko,
And I'm Beth Graves.
and we're doing our first video shoot, and we're talking Scream 7 and all things Scream in this episode. We just watched Scream 7, just got back, so we're going to do, I guess, a kind of a review, but not real. I mean, we'll review it. We're not going to spoil it for anybody. So yeah, go ahead.
Well, as everybody knows, I am a huge Scream fan, starting with the first one. And we're going to just kind of start from the beginning. We're going to go count down to the bottom. But
Well, we'll review 7, and then we can go through 1 through 6.
okay. Well, okay.
And
Whatever
then
you want to do.
we'll end up ranking them.
Okay. Well, we'll start with 7. But we can't say too much because not everybody's seen it yet. So we can't give away too many spoilers.
No, we're not going to spoil it. But
No,
we
we're
can
not.
review it. We can kind of talk about it and get your thoughts on it.
Okay.
We haven't discussed it since we left the theater.
No,
so
because he wouldn't let me.
I
he
always
was
say
like-
save it for the podcast.
He's like, don't talk about it. So anyway, my thoughts. This is just my thoughts because I've been holding it in for 5 hours now and it's been killing me. I didn't love it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. And yes, Sydney was in it, of course. If she wasn't, I would have been like so upset. And Gail Weathers made her usual comeback, which
Yeah, and somebody clapped in the theater when she showed up. I'm like, really? You got to clap for that part? Like,
yeah, he was like, why is she clapping?
and yeah, people, I mean, they wouldn't sit in. They were like 4 or 5 rows down from us, but they talked all the way through it, and then some.
Yeah, because I told Jeff, I was like, before we go in,
some
you
dude was
know,
laughing
there are going to be people in there talking and making noise. And he was like, yeah, I'm already prepared for that. And then every 5 seconds, he was like, it's not that funny. It's
Well,
not that
because the guy
funny."
was laughing at every
And
part.
they were
and
just
it was
laughing
not that funny.
constantly.
It was not a comedy. They got, I mean, in any movie, they got a couple little parts where it's kind of like, ha ha, okay. But like he laughed hysterically, or not real loud, but he laughed kind of hard at every part. And I was like, it's not that funny.
No,
That
and
part's
he
not
was,
that funny.
No, I know, but he was making me laugh because he kept saying, it's not that funny. It's not that funny. And I was like, maybe it is. Maybe it is funny. And then it was just ridiculous. But no, it was not funny at all. There's a couple of jump scares. I'll give you that. I did get a little, and I'm not easy to scare, but I got a couple of jump scares in there. So yeah, I give it that. And I love Ghostface with the stabbing, just brutal that sound.
It did have some really good kills in it. I like.
I love the sound of the knife.
Yeah, we do have our Ghostface up.
Yes, and Ghostface is right here with
Spirit
us.
Halloween,
Woo, woo,
Ghostface,
woo.
we got him up.
He's right here with us.
But yeah, so anyways, continue on with your thoughts of 7, and then I'll get into mine.
Okay.
And then we can go 1 through 6, and then we'll end up with a ranking.
Yeah, we will. And we're going to
We're
argue.
going to rank all 1
We're
through
going to
7.
argue because we do not agree on the screams. I'm just going to tell you that because I am hardcore Ghostface. Yeah, I love some Ghostface. And Jeff's like, yeah, I love Ghostface, but he's more of a Jason, Freddy. What did you
I
say?
do love
Evil
Ghostface.
Dead. Yeah, but I'm hardcore Ghostface. I love some
Okay, well-
slasher stabbing. Anyway, okay.
I do too, but we're talking 7 at the moment. So just
Okay,
finish
anyway,
up.
back to my ADHD is kicking in, and I will go back to 7. So, yes, Sydney was in it. I love her so much. We got to meet her. You want to show the photo?
Let me see if I can do.
Old fans.
There we go.
There we go. Sydney, 7 hours of waiting for the Scream Queen, which was so worth it.
Yes, she was super nice, and she's like, "Oh,
So
I didn't wait very
sweet.
long, but yeah, we did." But
Yeah, we did.
it was worth it.
We were just totally in awe. And let's give a little pointer here. Jeff said he accidentally grazed her bottom when he was trying to touch her back. And I was like, it's fine.
I didn't know. It wasn't me touching her. I had my hand on her back in the photo, and as I dropped my hand, it kind of...
He was like, I accidentally touched her butt. And I was like,
her butt.
I was like, it's Sydney.
I was like,
it's okay.
I touched Sydney's butt.
I'm not jealous. Well, maybe I am. Maybe I want to touch her butt too. But anyway, so back to Scream 7. Sydney, she's a rock star. Love her. Yeah, she was in it. And she's always bad freaking ass. And I've always loved her. And in this one, she was like married and had a kid. And
see, I want to get into that because in 5, she's pushing a stroller. So at least she said the kids in 5. She mentioned kids, which they say kids in this one, but
where are the other kids?
Well, they point
they're
that
at their
out.
granny's house or something.
But my thought was, since in 5 she said kids, so they were kind of close to age. I would take it. And then in this one, Tatum, which she named after her best friend Tatum in the first one, is 17. But then in the video call that they do with her mother-in-law, the boy looks like he's like, I don't know, 12, 13, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
He's kind of young. And I'm like, wait a minute. She said kids. So, I mean, like, she was pushing a stroller in 5 whenever she got the call from Dewey, or 4.
Yeah.
Or no, was it 5? It was 5.
I don't shoot.
Yeah, it was 5.
I think it was 5 because she wasn't.
She was
6.
jogging.
Yeah,
she was jogging and pushing a stroller, and it was a wide enough stroller for 2 kids. So it was kind of off. That threw me off a little bit. But anyways, back to you.
You know how these movies go. And then I was like, okay, so we never saw the other kids. Not, and then that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
that's
no
not spoiling anything. Like, that's not a big deal. But, so, you know, they kept saying Stu. Let's just say, if you like Stu, you're going to be, well, yeah, exactly.
Anyways,
who don't?
Go ahead.
But you're going to be happy, but maybe you won't be happy. I'm just going to leave it at that. And I ain't going to say nothing else about 7 when it comes to that. But, the kills was really good. I was surprised, with the killer at the end.
That's always a good point of Scream.
Yeah, they always just jab you with the killer, like, oh, here it is. Boom.
Which I never try to sit and figure out the killer as I'm watching any of the Screams.
Oh, I always do. I'm always trying to figure out the killer.
I just kind of roll with it and let it come.
No, I'm always like, who's the killer? Who's the killer? Is it that guy? Is it this person? Is it her? You know, I'm like going through the whole thing, and I'm like, okay, you know, like the first one I didn't, because think about the franchise, and then after I got into it, I was like, oh, I need to figure out who the killer is, and I've never been able to figure out who the killer is ever, except for the first one. I had one guess, and I was kind of right, but then I didn't know there was 2 killers. So
yeah, there's always 2, except for 3.
Oh, except for 3.
But okay, so Scream 7. Anything else you want to add before I get into my part of
No, I don't want to talk about Scream 7 anymore because I don't want to ruin it for people who haven't seen it.
Okay.
But let's rate it.
Well, let me get into mine,
Okay.
and then we can, and then we'll get. So yeah, I liked it. It was kind of what I expected, I guess, in a way, because I knew nothing's going to compare to the first one, the OG everybody loves. But it had some really good kills. I do love the part of the kills. I love the Stu part because, yeah, that was a good part of it. There's a couple of things that, like the kid thing, it kind of threw me off. There's one that they give away. They almost showed too much in the trailer, and we discussed that part of it. Like,
yes,
they showed.
We agreed.
If
on
you
that.
watched the first, I only watched the first trailer, and you sent me one as a final trailer, and I didn't watch it because I didn't want to know any more about it than what I already knew about it. But they show the part where they're in the wall, and he's driving a knife through the wall. And then, so you know that he's after him, and then he says, you know, in the trailer that he's not going to kill her daughter until she gets there to see it, and she's like, leave my daughter out of it, blah, blah, blah. So you know he kidnaps her or takes her or whatever, and then it shows her back at her house, so you know he goes back to that part. So yeah, they kind of give away quite a bit, but not that much of it. But I mean, I liked it. It was a good continuation, I guess, of it. I liked the fact that Sydney's back. Of course, they got to have Gail. And then, which she made a good entrance in the movie. She made a pretty cool entrance.
We're not going to spoil that for you, but that was amazing.
There's one part I was like, really, that wouldn't have happened. I don't know. You may pick up on it when you see it, but I was like, that would not have happened the way that happened. But overall, I mean, it was good. You can rate it if you want. What do you rate it?
Oh, gosh. What was it, skulls?
Yeah, 1 out of 5 skulls.
I'm going to say 3. I'm going to say 3.
3 out of 5?
3 out of 5. I mean, it was great because, I'm a diehard Scream fan, so I'm going to give it its credit, but I didn't love it as much as the other ones.
I agree. I'd probably say 3. It's getting a lot of hate, and Rotten Tomatoes scores low.
Everybody's dogging on it.
Everybody's like, oh, it's the lowest of the franchise and blah, 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 which we're going to watch it anyways if it got a 0. Like,
yeah, we're definitely going. I don't care what anybody says. I'm definitely going for
but
it.
Yeah, a lot of the fans are loving it. The critics didn't, which that's normal, I guess, on some things. But yeah, I mean, is it the best Scream? No. Is it the worst Scream? No.
No, absolutely not. No, absolutely not. But I will get into what I think is the worst Scream at the end, of course.
So let's go through them 1 through 6.
Let's dive into the first one, which is my favorite.
I think that's everybody's favorite in the franchise. I mean, it's the original. It set the bar that cannot be matched in any of the other Screams.
I know. When it first came out, it just blew my mind. I mean, honestly, I was like, whoa. Came out in 1996.
By the way, before we get started into 1 through 6, if you haven't watched 1 through 6 by now, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, really.
We're going to spoil the fuck out of 1 through 6 for you. So just be prepared. If you don't want to get 1 through 6 spoiled, then I guess go ahead and stop listening.
Yeah, absolutely. Because we'll
give you 7. We're not going to spoil 7. But we're going to spoil the fuck out of 1 through 6. We are
going to talk about the killers and everything in 1 through 6. And if you haven't seen it, you better just turn it off right now because we're just going through it. And if you haven't seen it, what are you doing? That's my thoughts. And I'm going to say, wow, have you not seen Scream? What is wrong with you? But anyway, Scream 1.
Start off with the first one.
Scream 1 came out in 1996. Wes Craven. Oh, I love some Wes Craven. And I'm so sad he died. And breaks my heart. But anyway, Kevin Williamson was also on board. And he also did Dawson's Creek for you little Dawson's Creek fans out there. I also love Dawson's Creek. And
I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah. So Billy Loomis and Stu Mockers are the killers, obviously, if you haven't seen this movie. And like I said, if you haven't, where you been? But apparently Kevin Williamson was struggling with projects. And I looked this up earlier today, did not know this. He was inspired by reports of a series of murders in the Gainesville Ripper, which was 5 college students in Gainesville, Florida over 4 days in 1990. Did not know this until today, actually. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. Did not know that. And I figured he got his inspiration from something. But when I watched this movie, I was 20 years old. And it scared the shit out of me.
Because it could happen.
I was at a friend's house who loved horror movies. And we watched it at her house. And I was leaving. And she was like, don't let any boo faces get you. And I was like, oh my God. And then I was scared. And then what's so funny, it was like 2 weeks later, I think 2 weeks. Anyway, it doesn't matter. But I was dating this guy. He was coming to my house. Parents were out of town. We were going to watch a scary movie. And I was like, what the hell? It was just like the story of Scream. And then just like really just did it in for me. And then my mother was out of town and had somebody prank call me and scare the crap out of me. And I couldn't go to sleep that night. And I had to literally leave in the middle of the night and go stay with my aunt because I was scared to death. Which I lived out in the middle of nowhere, just like Casey Becker did. And my parents weren't home and they weren't coming home. And I was like, okay, I'm not staying here and I'm not getting murdered. And I was like, I'm out. And then I just loved Scream ever since then. I don't know. I guess because it just...
Did you watch it in the theater? Did you say that?
No, I watched it at a friend's house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched it in the theater.
I didn't watch it in the theater.
And it was a great experience.
No, I didn't get to watch it in the theater. And I think I watched any of them in the theater until maybe 4 or 5, I think.
I think I only watched the first one in the theater and then, of course, 5, 6, and 7 with you.
Yeah, right.
I don't remember watching 2, 3, and 4 in the theater.
I think I
might have watched 2 in the theater. I can't remember. I definitely watched 1. And I watched, of course, 4, 5, and 6, or 5, 6, and 7, like I said, with you. And if they make an 8, we'll be there for it.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, first one.
First one was brutal. Oh, It was just amazing. I can't say enough about part one. It was just Casey Becker. I love Drew Barrymore so much, and she just freaking was phenomenal.
She didn't have a big of a part.
No, but she just totally ripped
It
my
set
heart.
the scene. It set the scene.
Oh my gosh, that first scene.
First one,
And I was talking about that the other day, like how much that scene just scared the crap out of me. Like literally, it's kind of like Psycho. It's like one of those things that always sticks with you. Like every time I take a shower and the water's running, I think about Psycho. Every time I like make popcorn and I'm home alone, I think about Scream. I mean, it was just phenomenal.
Yeah. The first opening, which they open all of them like kind of like that, but yeah, the first one, the first opening scene of the original movie, sits the ball. Anything else you want to add on the first one? You want to go to the second?
No, we can go to the second one.
So go ahead.
Okay, so Scream 2, it actually came out in 1997, and Sydney was in college. And I'm just going to tell you straight up, this is one of my least favorite ones. I just didn't love it at all.
I have to disagree, but we will get into that. I did not
love it at all. They started out in the theater. Jada Pinkett was in it, and I love Jada Pinkett, and Omar Epps, and they're fantastic actors. Fantastic. But I just didn't love them in this movie. It just wasn't their genre.
That didn't have nothing to do with the movie, though.
I know. It just didn't fit with Scream to me. And
so the second one on, they always talk about Stab, because Stab is the movie based on the book that Gail wrote that was based on the first movie. So that was just them watching Stab. Like, it had nothing to do with the movie.
No,
nothing to do with anything.
No, and it was like I said, I love both of them. I think they're phenomenal actors, both of them. But they just didn't fit in this movie to me. And they did a great job. But I was like, why are they in this movie? Because they're just not, it's just not their kind of... So
that made you hate the whole movie?
Yeah, because I was like...
Just that one scene, it has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, but I just felt like they just didn't fit in this movie. And it just...
And then it was over with after that point. And they got...
Yeah, but like, why did they put them in there?
It doesn't matter. It has nothing to do with anything.
I know,
Well, I hate the whole movie just because of one scene.
I didn't hate the whole movie because of that one scene, but that really ticked me off in the beginning because I like... They're phenomenal, both of them, and I like them in other movies. But in Scream, it just didn't quite fit for me because I feel like, come on now, they just were not like would not be they wouldn't be watching a Scream movie. That's just
you don't know that.
I just don't think they.
You don't know what kind of movies they'd want to watch.
I just felt like I feel like they would be in something like much more action based, much more, like with a real plot. No, I'm not saying that Scream's not a real plot. I love Scream. Sorry, don't.
It was Stab they were watching.
Yeah, but I was just
Scream.
like,
but you don't know that they wouldn't want to watch it.
I know, but I just felt like they'd be more in like a more actiony movie, and and I was like, okay, it was great that they were in it, and it was cool and all, but I was like, okay, after that, it just kind of went like downhill. Like that was cool seeing them, and then the movie just like.
I thought the second one was a very good sequel and follow up to the first one.
No,
they went to went to college.
No,
I thought it was a good one.
No, it was not. It was not good. Not in my view.
I disagree. I think Scream 2 is a very good follow up to Scream 1.
What? Are you freaking kidding me?
No.
Like it sucked.
No, it didn't.
Yes,
I don't think
did.
So.
I mean, like
they were in college. It was just a good follow up. They left Woodsboro and they went to college, and then Ghostface was there. And anyways, the killers. You want to get into the killer
the
part
killers.
of it, so.
Timothy Olyphant, which he's adorable. But
and Billy Loomis's mom.
Yeah, Billy Loomis's mom, and she's a stupid ass. She's like.
She was wanting to get revenge for her killing her son.
I know. But she's a terrible actor in this movie. Like, she is just ridiculous. Like, she was on Roxanne. Not Roxanne. And I can't talk. Zan. And she was, like, horrible on that. And then
I thought it was good. And there's one scene in there when Sydney is doing the play that she looked. It was one of the best.
You thought she looked hot.
That's the best she's ever looked in any of them.
She looks good anyway.
Well, I agree, but she looked really hot in that scene. But
that's why he likes it.
No, I think it's a good follow up. So yeah, we didn't discuss the killers. It had Randy in it, which Randy gets killed.
Oh yeah, And then what was her boyfriend? I can't remember his name, but I always get him confused with Jason Bateman, and I can't tell you why because they look similar. And she thought he was the killer, and he wasn't.
Yeah, I can't think of what
I
his
can't think of his
name.
name. We didn't look that up, unfortunately. But anyway,
I like Scream 2.
I disagree. Sucks.
We'll get into that. We're talking about sucking. Anyways, go on to the next one if you want, or we can keep talking about 2.
Let's talk about. I know Jeff's like, oh no, this should be my favorite one, but no, honestly, the first one is my favorite, and the third one, yes, is my second favorite because yes, Patrick Dempsey's in it. Yes, I know.
That's the only reason you like it. 3 wasn't that great to me.
But yes, I know if you are Grey's Anatomy fans, he is McDreamy, and he is totally McDreamy in this movie because he's a detective and he's so cute. But anyway, that is not true. And I love the part with Randy in the video, and he talks about the trilogy.
Yeah, that was good. I like the way they tied. I mean, it had some good points in it. I like that. I mean, it's kind of reaching at that point and say that my mom was your mom's mom, and or we're half brother and sister, whatever, blah blah. And he was orchestrating, and it's the only one that only has one Ghostface killer.
Right, there's only one killer, and it turns out. So the rules of the trilogy, which I looked it up so I could talk about it. The killer could be superhuman. The past will come back to haunt you, and the main character can die. So that means Sydney could have died in this one, which she didn't, thank God. No. But I was worried when I watched it because it's like, shit, can Sydney die? I'm gonna die if Sydney dies. I'm gonna be really upset, but thank God she didn't. Turns out she had a half brother, and her mom apparently was an actress back in the day, and she didn't know it. And her name was Rita Reynolds, and she went down this.
Kind of dumb.
It was kind of dumb. But it was still interesting. I mean, it was a good plot. And
it was an okay plot.
Anyway, I thought it was great.
Like, oh, it's your half brother. He's wanting to make a movie.
I thought it was pretty cool. Like, it
had some good points to it.
But what really made me sad though was like, why couldn't she have connected with her brother? Why did he have to be a psycho? Why can't they?
She didn't know she had a brother until he was trying to kill her.
I know. And then why did he try to kill her? Why did they just like be friends? And like,
because he was mad.
I know, but like, I was kind of sad because at the end, when she killed him and she held his hand, I was like, why can't they have just reconciled? Why can't they just be friends? Why can't we be friends? So I was just thinking, like, why can't they just connect?
I kind of think it's kind of odd that it's the only one that only had one killer.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that, but
I don't know either. But
every one of them's got 2.
Sometimes
actually, this new one, yeah, we won't say.
Yeah, we can't say. Don't say nothing.
A lot of people were mad at this new one because it didn't have Jenna Ortega and the chick that played her sister.
Right, Billy's daughter. I can't remember. Her name was Sam in the movie, but I can't remember her real name.
Yeah, but it was never like, I get it. They're trying to make new people.
Yeah.
But like, I read a thing, somebody's comment on Facebook, and I agree with it. Scream is always Sydney's story.
Right, exactly. Like, it had nothing
from the very first one
absolutely.
all the way through, except for 6, because she wasn't in 6 because they wouldn't pay her enough. It's always Sydney's story, and Sydney, the final girl, it's always based on Sydney and coming back to Sydney. But anyways.
Right, and I was like, why are they so mad? Because it's Sydney's movie. Bitches, not y'all's. But anyway.
Anything else you want to add on 3?
No, I'm good on 3.
Let's go to 4.
Let's go to 4. So in 4, it came out in 2011. Sydney was doing a book at that time. It was the 15th anniversary of the Woodsboro murders. And then Sid's cousin, Jill Roberts, was the one that was the killer. And she was jealous of Sydney's fame.
Emma Roberts. Right?
Emma Roberts. I said Jill Roberts. Why did I say Jill Roberts?
I don't know. That's why I was like, what? It's Emma.
Emma Roberts. I'm sorry. Anyway, I don't know. When I was looking up, I thought it said Emma Roberts. And then the guy who was her accomplice was Macaulay Culkin's brother. Can't think.
Yeah, him and his buddy was like, they were wanting to make a movie, right?
Yeah, and then she basically just backstabbed him and was like,
yeah, because she wanted to be the new Sydney and the new final girl.
Right.
And kill off Sydney and to be like, I'm the new survivor of this and I'm the new Sydney, which I read that the director of that one he was going to do 5 and 6. His version of 5 and 6 was going to be her as the new Sydney, and let's, I guess, get rid of Neve Campbell.
Right.
And have Emma Roberts as the new Sydney, because she survives, and then she becomes the next one, and then somebody was like after her to kill her because of what she done in 4. And he was going to kill off Dewey at some point.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I think, I don't know. I don't know if that would have worked or not, but I don't think so.
I don't know. I don't think so. But, I mean, did I love part 4? Yeah, I mean, it was all right.
I don't know. We watched it the other night, and I was like, it's kind of dumb. Like, some of the stuff that happened was a little bit dumb.
It was okay. It was okay. I mean, I didn't love it. Did I like it better than 2? Yeah, probably.
But you're fucking crazy. It is not better than 2.
In my opinion, yes.
No, it is not. 4 is not better than 2.
Yes, it is. I'm a Scream queen, and I think it's better. It's just my opinion. But, everybody's got their opinions. But when they came out with 5, I was really shocked. Like, I did not know. I was like, I don't know. It's been so long. Am I going to like it? New characters. No Sydney. Well, no,
Sydney was in 5.
Just kidding. No, she wasn't in 6.
Yeah.
She wasn't in 6.
5, which we tried to go back through because I don't remember much about 4, so we watched 4.
Yeah.
And then 5 and then 6 before we watched 7. And, 5, Dewey called her up and she shows up to help out. She don't have a huge role in it because they're trying to focus on the new characters, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
More so the twins.
Yeah, right.
Which they're in the new one. They're in 5, 6, and 7, so they bring them back. I guess that's a little bit of a spoiler for you. But yeah, the black girl and the brother.
Oh, yeah,
sister.
Yeah. I'm sorry, it's like the twins.
Okay. Well, they say they're twins. I don't know if they really
who's
are.
Who's the twins? Okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Yeah,
Randy's niece and nephew.
Right, and we don't
how that works out. I don't know.
We don't know. He's white and they're black. We don't know, and it's fine. I
feel like they might be adopted, but
I don't know, or who knows. But it came out in 2022,
anyways,
and we love them. I love both of them. I think they're phenomenal. So Wes Craven passed away in 2015, and then I was looking up Scream 5, and apparently James Vanderbilt and Guy Busick is the ones that have been doing the newer movies. And they're doing a really good job.
Now, this one is kind of like the trilogy of the new ones, I guess.
Right. And they're doing a phenomenal job. I'm really impressed. I was worried about it. I was like, well, Wes Craven's not there now, but they're carrying it on. But then Sam Carpenter, who is the daughter of Billy, is the one that's like the main character. And I freaking love her.
That was a little bit of a twist in 5, but she's like, oh, I'm Billy's daughter.
Yeah, and she is like Sydney 2.0 in my book.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been good if she was in the new one, but I mean, I don't know exactly. I didn't look into it of how much what.
Yeah, but I mean, I
love
Jenna Ortega. Don't get me wrong, is Wednesday. She's fantastic, but I feel like Sam is Scream material.
She is, and she was becoming the new Sydney, I guess, in the 5 and 6. Killers in 5. Did we talk about who the killers were in 5?
No, not in 5. No, so in 5 it was Richie and that Asian girl, and I can't think of her name right now, but
oh yeah, they mentioned her in the new one because her mom and dad bought Stu's house.
Yes. And they were wanting to recreate the original movie.
Because the original Stab, because they didn't like any of the sequels.
We were talking about in the first movie, they were like, oh, we just want to make a scary movie. We want to murder people. And then it was like a revenge thing after that. And then when we came around to part 5, it was like, oh, no, we want to recreate the movies.
The original.
Right. So it was kind of like, okay, well, that's kind of cool. Like, I was like, why are they killing people? And there's always a reason.
Yeah, so Richie didn't really kind of, I mean, he wasn't tied into anything in the past other than just wanting to make the movie.
Yeah, and apparently, and so in real life, he's Dennis Quaid's son.
Yeah, Dennis Quaid is his dad. I don't know is it Jake Quaid?
I think so. And he's also in, what's that movie we just recently watched? Companion.
Yeah, he's in Companion.
He's in Companion.
Companion's really good, by the way. We can get into that some other time.
Yeah, but, he's a really good actor. He looks so much.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention when we was talking about part 2. A funny story about part 2. My brother went and watched part 2 in the theater. We was talking about whether we watched it in the theater or not. And I can't remember if I did or not, but I know he did. And I don't know for a fact which one, because there's 2 killers, because it was Billy's mom. I guess she just kind of coerced Timothy Olyphant to help her. Is that what happened? Mm-hmm. I don't know which one it showed, but he said that he was in the theater and it was pretty packed. And the first time they showed one of the 2 on there, I could verify later, but whichever one they showed on screen, the very first time some guy just yelled out, "There's the killer!" and he said it ruined the whole movie for him because it turned out to be the killer.
So, and he was like, "Well, I should just walk out of the theater right now."
So that's a little funny story. So
yeah,
but anyways, we were on 5. So yeah, he didn't have anything to do with anything other than making a movie, but his girlfriend, like he tried to be Sam's boyfriend, but he was technically the other girl's boyfriend. I can't think of her name right now. I'm drawing a blank. But yeah, she's the one that gets knocked onto the stove and gets burned up. And we were watching it. I told Beth, I was like, she loves to get caught on fire because she's the same chick that's in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and she gets lit up by the flamethrower by Leonardo DiCaprio's character.
Yeah.
He sets her on fire, and I'm like, apparently she don't mind getting set on fire and screaming.
She likes fire. Apparently she's a pirate. Was it pyromaniac or whatever the term is?
So yeah, they just wanted to make the movie kind of thing. And then 6, they go to New York because after everything that happened, I guess they decide Jenna Ortega is going to college and the twins go to move to New York and go to college, and everybody's moved. I'm like, really? Everybody went to New York, but everybody goes to New York, and Gail's already lives in New York, but then Sydney's like, no, I'm sitting this one out. I'm not going to New York.
Right.
And
well, and in real life, she did want to do it because she didn't get paid enough. But in the movie, they're like, "Oh, you didn't come to New York or whatever."
And they do tie that into the new one. Because they're like, "I know you didn't have anything to do with New York, and it was a bloodbath, blah blah blah, and all this stuff." And they kind of tie all of them into this new one because they mentioned that one. They do mention some of the other previous movies as well.
And I'm just going to say, I don't like Sydney's husband in this new movie either. My nerves.
Which I think we've seen it was like a scheduling conflict why they didn't have Patrick Dempsey in it.
I guess. It really made me mad. I was like, if he had been in it, I would have been like...
Because in 3, they're all sitting around watching, they like at the end of it, they're like, hey, we're going to go watch a movie. And...
well, I know. And I was like, why couldn't he have been her husband?
And it's the same, I didn't know it was the same name, but it's the same... Mark was his name in both movies, and we're like, I think it was a scheduling conflict with him or something, but they should have got him. They should have worked it out and just made him her husband. Like, okay, that would have been a good tie into 3, and been like, hey, they actually did get married.
I know it would have been way better, but no, couldn't do that.
But yeah. So, anyways, 6.
Yeah. So 6 came out in 2023. And this was after Richie and Amber were killed. Richie and Amber were killed by
Richie and Amber down to 5. Sam killed them.
Sam killed them, and
Sydney. 6 they went to. 6 we'll go back to 6. They went to New York.
Right.
To college.
Right. Sam and her sister are in New York college, and then the murders start happening again. And they're like, what the hell? So, in this movie, they're trying to blame Sam because she's Billy Loomis's daughter. And they're like, well, no. And then Sam's roommate ends up being one of the killers, which is Quinn Bailey is her name in the movie. They bring
back, so Gail's already in it. They didn't bring back Sydney. They brought back Kirby in this one.
Right.
Kirby's an FBI agent.
Yes. She was in part 4. And 5?
Kirby is in 4. I don't think she was in 5.
Is she not? She's a little blonde-haired girl. She's so sweet.
She got stabbed up in 4.
Yeah, and then she had like scars, and she ended up becoming a cop. But so you think she might be the killer, but she actually wasn't. But and I always say this wrong. Dolmer Maroney.
Dylan McDermott.
No, Delbert Maroney, the cop.
So
He's
there's a joke on Saturday Night Live done it once. They kept saying that they were the same person, Dylan McDermott, Delbert Maroney, and you can't tell them apart. So there's always a running joke between us of saying
Delbert
both
Maroney.
of them when we're talking about one of them. So was it Delbert Maroney or Dylan McDermott?
Was Delbert Maroney, because he's got the weird name, and he's the one with a scar on the lip. And I looked it up, and apparently he got into some kind of accident when he was young. But anyway, he's a detective. He's one of the killers. His daughter and his son are the other killers. So there's 3 killers in this one. And then it turns out Richie was their other son. And they're like, well, Sam killed my son.
That was the revenge. They was going to kill her for killing Richie was the whole point of that one.
Yeah, and it was so stupid. I'm like, okay. Which, I don't know. I just thought it was dumb.
What was dumb about it?
What?
He wanted revenge for them killing his son.
Why did his daughter and his other son have to get involved in it? I just thought it was,
I don't know. He needed more than one kill. That way he didn't look like the killer.
Well, I just thought it was just a little bit overkill. I'm sorry. It was a little bit retarded, in my opinion. But anyway, 5
okay.
was better than that.
So, you want to do your ranking of all 7?
Absolutely.
And then rank them up.
Okay.
You do your ranking of 1 through 7, best to worst, and then I'll do mine.
Okay. Number 1 is number 1. And number
obvious.
3 is number 2. And number 4 is number 3. And number 2 is after that. And then 5, 6, 7.
So you're ranking 1, 3.
I'm going to say 1, 3, 4, 2. And then I'm going to say 5, 7, 6. That's what I'm going to say.
You think 6 is the worst of all of them?
I think so, in my opinion. I guess because
Sydney's not in it.
Yeah, that'd be the reason.
One reason why. Yeah, 6 was. Yeah.
It was fun, but I was just like, if Sydney's not in it, I don't want to watch it.
We watched it anyways, but like I said,
I don't want to watch it, but I will watch it because it's Scream.
Sydney's story. Bottom line, from 1 through 7, it is about Sydney. Always originally about Sydney.
Yes.
So mine, 1 is 1, of course. That's obvious. So I'm gonna go 1, 2, 4. I think I figured it out. 1, 2, 4, 3. No, 1, 2. I liked 5. I liked 5. I liked the fact that they tied it all back into the first one, brought some original people back in.
Okay.
It was a little refreshing. That's a 1, 2. I think it was 5. Then 3, 4, 6, 7.
You just don't like 3 because you don't like Patrick Dempsey.
I just don't. 3. First of all, Gail looks stupid with his bangs.
Well, yes, she does. That has nothing to do with Gail.
And
I'm
then
talking about the movie.
The movie, I was like, oh, it's her half brother. Like, okay.
Oh my God, I thought that was a good twist. I thought, like, well, what the hell? He just came out of nowhere. And then her mom was like an actress back in the day.
I thought they were just kind of grasping at straws.
I thought it was original and interesting.
6, I didn't like 6, like you said. Sydney wasn't in it, and 6 wasn't all that great. I kind of like 7 better than 6. They're kind of like neck and neck, but I guess I'd pick 7 over 6.
Bah.
We're talking about 6 and 7. I would pick 7 over 6. I liked 5 better than both of those out of that trilogy.
Yeah.
5 was the best of those 3.
Right.
The first one and second one's better than the 1 through 4 to me. And I think
4 is terrible.
4's better than second one is a lot better than 3. Thank you very much.
No, it is not.
Yes, it is.
I don't know. You're crazy.
No, not. 2 is so much better than 3.
No.
2 is a perfect follow-up sequel to 1.
No, I disagree.
If you didn't have 2, you would not have 3.
Well, absolutely, but second one was crap.
No, it was. What made it such crap? Because Jada Pinkett Smith and Omar Epps watched the stab in the theater. Well, big fucking deal.
No.
That's 10 minutes of the movie.
No, but it just after that, it just didn't make any sense. It just
What didn't make sense? They were in college, and she wanted revenge for her killing her son.
But I just don't know what that had to do with
it. Was the first original revenge of it all. You said all of them had to do with revenge. That was revenge. You killed my son, I'm going to kill you. And I tricked this
but what did that have to do?
college boy into helping me.
Why did they have to die in the theater? That was dumb.
Who cares? That's nothing to do with anything. They go to college.
I just didn't see the point.
That has nothing to do with any of it.
I just didn't see the point in that. I was like, why did they need to die? Why did they? Oh, I'm going to go watch a movie and I just got murdered in the bathroom.
That has nothing to do with anything about the movie.
Stupid.
It has nothing to do with anything.
It was just stupid to me.
Sydney's in college. Everybody's in college. They all go to the same college. And Randy's there, and
I'm just saying, like, if it was me and it was part 2, I would have been like, okay, like, they're on campus doing something, watching a movie, whatever, and then maybe somebody got murdered, like, in a whatever hall in the campus, or so that would have made more sense to me.
That's
matter. Just my thoughts. But I'm not a movie director.
2 was better than 3 in my book.
I disagree. I think you're wrong.
I'm not. Well, this show is 2 Souls, 1 Crypt, and 2 opinions.
You're daggone right. And your opinion is not, we're not lining up on this one because.
No, because 2 is better.
I am the Scream fanatic, and I think he's wrong on that. But
well, we will agree to disagree because 2 is better than 3.
Yeah, well, okay. We'll let the audience decide.
Well, everybody has their own opinion of ranking. Everybody hates 3. I don't hate 3.
Who hates 3?
I've seen all kinds of people ranking 3, and they ranking 1
through
6 or 7, and they put 3 dead last. They said the script's everywhere.
90% of the population thinks it sucks. I still love it, and I will die on that grave. And it's like Darcy with Joe Bob likes Halloween 3, and I think it sucks.
Yeah, that's something else. She don't like 3, Scream 3.
She don't?
No. I forget her ranking. She said 1, 2. I don't know if it's 5 or 4. I'd have to look it back up.
You trying to sway me on my opinion? Darcy doesn't agree with me.
She said that 1, 2, 5, 4 are the only ones. The rest don't exist or at some point.
But she likes Halloween 3, and everybody hates it.
Halloween 3 is good if you don't take it. Halloween 3
sucks ass, and everybody knows it.
No.
Yes, it does.
It does not suck. It's
you
good.
Just like it because she likes it.
I do not. That's for another topic. Yeah, I only watch. You the one that made me watch Halloween 3 to begin with.
I did not. I never made you watch it.
I had never seen it, and you kept singing Silver Shamrock song, and I said, I've not watched it. And you was like, you've not watched Halloween 3? And I'm like, no, so you made me watch it.
I don't remember that at all.
When we first got together.
Okay, maybe I did, but it sucks.
No, but anyways, Scream. 7. You reckon? I guess you want everybody to go to the theater and watch it.
Yes, I do. I want you to go to the theater and watch it. If you're a Scream fan, I want you to get your ass out there and go to the theater and watch it. And I want to know your thoughts because if you are a diehard Scream fan, you will go watch it regardless of what freaking Rotten Tomatoes says. Because I don't give a crap what they say. I am diehard Scream. I'm gonna do it. I love Ghostface, bleed Ghostface. So yeah, I'm doing it. And I did. And no, I didn't love it, but I'm glad I went to watch it.
Yeah, like I said, it's not the worst Scream. It's not the best Scream.
And I am so glad that we went.
It's better than 6.
Right.
I wish we could have. The only thing that I wish we could have got some of the merch they were selling because they posted today, oh, you get a free poster. So then with your ticket, and then I asked him about it, and they're like, oh, we give those out Thursday. And I was like, we just put it on Facebook and they're just giving them out today. And he's like, yeah, we should probably take it down. I was like, well, he damn right. Because he just posted it like an hour ago.
Right. I mean, that's the only frustrating part. But other than that, we had a good time.
The guy laughing our way through it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then Jeff kept saying, it's not funny.
I didn't think it was that funny.
He's like, I didn't think it's that funny. I think it's that funny. And I was like, I didn't know we came to watch a comedy movie, but.
Yeah. He was treating it like a comedy. But anyways, it was good. Yeah, go watch it in theaters. Support it.
Yeah.
If it does good enough, I've seen that they said if it does good enough, which obviously it's done really well this weekend, opening weekend. They said if it does good enough and the audience wants it, they will do part 8. So
I hope so.
I hope it keeps going. I'm not a fan of the Fast and Furious movies, but I hope it keeps going like Fast and Furious. We need Scream 10.
Yes.
We need like Jason X. We need a Scream X.
Yes, I agree.
And just like we got Fast and Furious X, we need a Scream X. We need a Scream 11 and 12. I don't give a shit. Keep making them. I'll keep watching. It's like Saw. I'll keep watching them. You keep making them. We will keep watching them.
Absolutely.
We need to do a Saw whole marathon and watch all of them and talk about those. But anyways, that's going to wrap it up this week for 2 Souls, 1 Crypt. I'm Jeff.
And I'm Beth.
We'll see you next time.